The alley that our Sally came from has long since gone. That bare, unused patch of grassland is all that remains of the spot where Grace Stansfield lived. She was born here in Molesworth Street, Rochdale, in 1898, above, of all things, a fish and chip shop. That shop has long since gone, and Molesworth Street, with all its redevelopment, looks very much like any other street in any other northern town. There's no plaque here saying that this was once the home of our Gracie, but then neither she nor her fans would have wanted one. Working life began for Gracie at an early age. Like all the children around here, she was sent out to earn as much as she could to help the family get by. As a youngster, she was well known for cleaning the neighbours' lavatories, singing her way along the back alleys. By the time she was 12, she was working, like thousands of other girls, in the mills. Many of the children in the cotton industry at that time would spend the morning at school and the afternoons in the mill. Gracie would often be out in the evening as well, giving a concert. But one of the great things about Gracie was that she never forgot her roots. She was always completely in touch with her public. Thousands of girls in these mills thought that they could be just like our Gracie. She was about 50 when I was born, and by the time I started singing, her career was almost at an end. But she fascinated me. She was such a great technician. I sometimes wonder how I would have got on if I'd been born in her time. How would I have coped with the music halls? But one thing's for sure, if she'd been born in the 50s, I bet she would have had her own television series and her songs would have gone straight into the charts.
Back in 1880, when young Grandpapa first kissed you, every young man's heart you stole away. Everybody loved you then, for no one could resist you. And you have the same sweet charm today. Those gentle far-off times are past. Life today is much too fast, but that charm will always last, although you're old and gray. Little old lady passing by, catching everyone's eye. You have such a charming manner, sweet and shy. Little old bonnet set in place, and a smile on your face. You're a perfect picture in your lavender and lace. Little smile of welcome here, little ray of sunshine there. Everyone is glad to meet you walking around the square. Little old lady, time for tea. Here's a kiss, 2 or 3. You're just like that little old lady I want you to see.
success she'd had in the north, Rochdale couldn't hold her forever, and soon the lights of London's West End shone for Gracie Fields. In 1924, she opened at the Leicester Square, Alhambra, in a show called Mr. Tower of London. She was an overnight sensation, a star. But if the sophisticated London audience thought that she was going to modify her act for them, they had another think coming.
For years and years I've been a lonely spinster on the shelf. I'm right fed up with spending all me money on myself. I'm all prepared for married life, it's secrets I've been taught. And here's some little odds and ends I've been and gone and bought. One bridal gown, one eider down, I've been saving them up since 1894. Got me ribbons and me bows and me these and them and those, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. One baby's cot, one flower pot, where I planted a rambling rose bush for the door. Got a motto for the wall, it says heaven help us all packed up in me little bottom drawer. Got a piano under the staircase, and I'm teaching myself to play the Maiden's Prayer. One toilet set, one bassinet, now I'm waiting for love to open up the door. Got me case of extra perks and me Aristotle's works, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. I've answered every advert in the matrimonial times. I've bought me own confetti and a set of wedding chimes. At night I count me treasures just to see they haven't strayed. I'm very patriotic, everyone is British made. One chiffonier, one keg of beer, and some orange and purple lino for the floor. Got a new pyjama set made of bright red flannelette, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. One Persian rug, one china jug, and some beautiful silverware from Woolworth's store. With a book by Dr. Fife on how to be a perfect wife, all packed up in me little bottom drawer. We'll have a bathroom, a beautiful bathroom, and a wonderful bath where we can keep the cool. Or shoe for look, pail for the muck, and the President Hoover's cleaner for the floor. If me plans go all to pot, I can sell the blooming lot, all packed up in me little bottom drawer.
By the early 30s, Gracie was everyone's sweetheart. The public adored her, and this perhaps made up for her private life. Love seemed to have eluded her. She was in fact married at this time. In 1923, she'd married her agent, Archie Pitt, but it was more of a business arrangement than a love match. And by 1932, the marriage had broken up and they were living apart. In fact, Gracie was really married to her work. And as the depression of the early 30s brought gloom and despondency, there came even more demands on her to cheer up the nation. The film industry welcomed her with open arms. Studios like this at Ealing and names like Elstree and Denham were at the forefront of British filmmaking, and as in Rochdale and the West End, Gracie's character and humour, that relating to her audience, won them over completely. In 1931, she made her first film, Sally in Our Alley, and in 1934 came the very popular Sing As We Go.
and think of today. Sing as we go, although the skies are grey. Beggar or king, you've got to sing a gay tune, a song and a smile, making life worthwhile. So sing as we go along.
Although A Song and a Smile had helped the nation through the 30s, it was a young artist, John Flanagan, who gave Gracie most support. She wasn't actually divorced, but her marriage had already broken down, and John had asked if he could paint her portrait. She agreed, and they immediately fell in love. They were destined to spend 9 years together, and it was John who introduced Gracie to Capri. Capri became her dream island and, of course, in later years, her home. But John Flanagan could never come to terms with Gracie's lifestyle, the pressures and glamour of show business. Eventually, they parted company. The period that followed was one of the most difficult times in Gracie's life. She was eventually divorced from Archie after years of separation in 1939. That same year, she had some shattering news. She had cancer. Gracie entered this hospital knowing that she only had a 50-50 chance of pulling through. The whole nation prayed for her. 500,000 letters were sent, and flowers and gifts as well. She was unconscious for 3 days after the operation, but it was a success. Gracie was soon back on her feet, and she came out of those doors to an overwhelming reception from her fans. 6 weeks later, war broke out in Europe, and in March 1940, Gracie married again. This time it was to Monty Banks. He'd been born an Italian and was a film director who directed some of her films in the 1930s. It wasn't the greatest romance in the world, but he did make her laugh, and that's just what she needed. He was a gambler and a spender, but she soon forgave him all that. They travelled everywhere together, and they soon had a taste for the good life. The Orient Express, with its champagne, exquisite food and rich company, was a long way from the fish and chip shop in Rochdale. But Gracie was now rich and famous. So why shouldn't she and Monty travel in style and enjoy it? But life was never that simple for Gracie. It was while they were travelling on the Orient Express on Saturday, the 7th of January 1950, that disaster struck again. As they entered the Simplon tunnel, Monty was taken ill. He had a heart attack and died soon after in Gracie's arms. After Monty's death, Gracie once again buried herself in her work. She toured Britain, Canada, America. She was now an international star. She spent as much time as she could on her dream island, Capri. She even married again. In 1952, she became Mrs. Boris Alperovici, and she and Boris made Capri their home. She died there on the 27th of September, 1979. She was 81. Gracie left behind her 15 films, 6 reviews, over 500 records, 10 Royal Command performances, and 1 million memories. But I'd like to remember her not as the old lady who stole the show here at the Palladium on her last Royal Command, but as the energetic, incredibly energetic young woman who sang and laughed the country through the depressing 30s and the fearful 40s. We could do with her now.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. Cheerio, here I go on my way. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye. With a cheer, not a tear, make it gay. Give me a smile I can keep all the while in my heart while I'm again, you and I. Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.
Wish me luck as you wave me goodbye.